Everyone knows about football coaches, track coaches, and even speech coaches, but who coaches Christ followers who serve him in the work world? The biblical Daniel is best known for spending the night with the lions, but he also makes an excellent workplace coach for discipling believers. I'd like to introduce you to a new 12-week course that draws practical insights from the career of Daniel in Babylon. It's designed for use in Sunday school classes or in small groups. The course has been designed to accompany the book, Job Shadowing Daniel, Walking the Talk at Work by Larry Peabody. Many businesses and government agencies are opening up opportunities for potential employees to job shadow those already employed. Job shadowing is spending time with a seasoned employee to observe how he or she works. This course lets Christians walk alongside Daniel to see how he stayed faithful to God over a working career that lasted perhaps 70 years. The course offers leaders a set of coordinated resources that can be tailored to meet the unique needs of each group. These include a book on how Daniel served God on the job, 12 video segments, one for each chapter in the book, PowerPoint slides, and printed summaries of each lesson. The book, Job Shadowing Daniel, consists of 12 chapters. Those chapters deal with a variety of workplace-related topics: calling, identity, separation, integrity, worship, and discipline, to name just a few. Each chapter ends with several discussion questions designed to stimulate practical application in the work settings of group members. In a set of 12 corresponding video segments, the author presents the biblical insights from Daniel's experience covered in each chapter. These insights are explained and illustrated in light of what believers in the work world experience today. Here's a brief video clip from chapter 7, which deals with finding and encouraging fellow believers in one's work circle.
Now, if you're old enough, I haven't heard this sung recently, but if you're old enough, you remember the song, Dare to be a Daniel? Well, that went, dare to be a Daniel, dare to stand alone. Well, there's a time to stand alone, and we're going to talk about that a little bit later. But Daniel did not stand alone in the workplace, and we're going to talk about that as well. Was he a Lone Ranger? I think I'm dating myself here. Some of you may not have even heard of a Lone Ranger, but definitely Daniel was not a Lone Ranger.
If the leader chooses, PowerPoint slides for each chapter can supplement the material in the book or in the videos. These slides are from chapter 9, entitled Faith, Trusting God Solo. On the job in Babylon, Daniel did not have the guardrails he had known back home in the Holy Land. No temple, no priests, no sacrificial system. Like Daniel, believers in today's workplace do not have the security of being surrounded by other believers. Instead, as Jesus said, they're like lambs in a wolf pack. Finally, a set of printed lesson summaries may be distributed to group members as reminders of what was discussed each time. These can serve as helpful guides for the leader and as handouts at the end of each session. Here then are the components of this new course available for use by classes and small groups: the book, Job Shadowing Daniel, the 12 videos corresponding to each chapter, a full set of PowerPoint slides for each chapter, and 12 printed lesson summaries. Together, these resources will help connect believers in the work world with Daniel, one of the Bible's greatest work world coaches. Doug Carmen, a businessman, has been a participant in the Job Shadowing Daniel course.
Well, I'm Doug Carmen. I work in outside sales, but spend a portion of my time in the office around customer service and underwriting and various other staff people. My business is working with retail merchants, businesses, and setting them up with credit card processing.
Doug, how has the course changed you?
Well, it's made me think of how I work a little differently. It's added the concept of work as being worship. And I think, I've always thought of work as being something to help my customers, help people who support me to treat them like real human beings and whatnot, but I've never really thought of it as worship, and it's kind of tied the things together, which makes it just fills the loop.
If you were to tell others about the course, what would you say?
This is kind of put it in a way that you're reaching out to people, but in a very non-obtrusive way. You're just patterning how Christ would like you to work, and that it's a very easy way to put Christ into the workplace, so that it changes your mindset, so that you're looking at things totally differently when you're doing things. So it makes it so that they can actually take Christ into the workplace without being threatened and without threatening other people.
This material is available through the South Sound Center for Faith at Work. This center serves churches in the Puget Sound, Washington area by providing resources and training to help prepare Christians to live out the faith in their daily work. For more information, call 360-459-2031 or visit our website at www.centerforfaithatwork.com.